The Guy Fieri Defense Force has its own defense force. So I published the video where I talked about Mark Summers' insane DMs to me where he was like ranting about how Guy's season of Next Food Network Star wasn't rigged, even though I never said it was. And then this guy, here he is defending Mark. From the outside looking in, keep that in mind. You have to consider that celebrities and reality TV producers are both used to getting backed into corner by so-called investigative journalism. He's explaining why maybe Mark got so defensive. And hey, fair enough, right? And then things turn. Frankly, as a journalist myself, publishing those private conversations on the merit of, well, I asked him several times not to, proves his point. You're more interested in appeasing your audience than respecting the boundaries of a human being. If you watched the video, I asked 3 different times if Mark wanted anything off the record, and he didn't address it. I think any journalist would, let me be clear, I'm just some imbecile with a microphone. I've never called myself a journalist. And in fact, I reached out to a journalist to make sure the way I was doing things was above board. I think any journalist would tell you, yeah, you did your due diligence. You asked 3 different times if you want this off the record. I was so surprised that this guy, as a journalist, would take issue with that. And so I Googled his name. I was just expecting to find some of the articles he's written to learn about, okay, well, what kind of reporting does he do and why does he feel the way he feels? I Google his name, and it turns out he's a wedding DJ, not a journalist. And he's not just some wedding DJ. He is co-producing and directing a one-night show starring Mark Summers. I want to be nice to this dude and not put his name anywhere because, I don't want anyone harassing him or anything, but, lying on Maine like this is crazy. When I refused to take him at his word, I published the DMs, which crossed the line into sleazy tabloid behavior. Yeah, okay, dude. When he ended the conversation clearly frustrated, then you messaged him the next day asking the same question with more speculation. That was rude, ignorant, and shows you have no idea what you're doing. I literally asked him permission the night before to continue messaging him. What more could I have done? I failed to read the room because I didn't just roll over and accept his non-answers. Okay. Mark's behavior made me do some deeper digging, and I think I found genuine, pretty compelling evidence that the show was probably rigged. That video will be out Thursday.